Will now be recorded.
Okay, I'd like to call the Plan Commission meeting to order for Tuesday, June 6th. Roll call, please.
Mayor Kodowski,
Here.
Chris Atkinson,
Here.
Mike Skippington,
Here.
Corey Campbell,
Here.
Gary Paul,
Here.
and Allen and Krieger are excused.
Please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And please remember our men and women throughout the world in uniform. I have no changes to the agenda. I need a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve. I'll second it.
Motion and a second to approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 5, action on the minutes from the Plan Commission meeting on May 2nd, 2023.
Motion to receive and place on file?
Second.
Motion and a second to approve those minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 6, comments from the public must be limited to items not on the agenda, must state your name and address. It is limited to 5 minutes. The board's role is to listen and not discuss the item. Personnel items cannot be discussed nor individuals named, and the board is not able to take action at this meeting. Are there any comments from the public on items not on the agenda? There is nobody online, and we have people here that are related to the items on the agenda. So we're moving on to number 7. Okay, 7, action items. 7A, action regarding two-lot certified survey map for Highland Ridge Properties LLC, parcels VA-184-13 and VA-L197. Here.
All right, I will just share my screen here to bring up the property. There you go. So as you can see, this is part of the former Highland Ridge Golf Course, the part of the golf course that was to remain active. The proposed CSM is to help in disposition of some of the lands of the former golf course. The actual CSM, you can see here, is a 2-lot certified survey map that will allow for the transferring of Lot 1, I believe it's Lot 1, to a adjoining property owner, and then Lot 2 will remain separate for the time being. I guess future use to be determined yet. Proposed CSM does meet all standards for the village in terms of lot size, setbacks, frontage, so on and so forth. Few recommended technical conditions of approval include changing the village approval certification from Chris Teskey, Ashwaubenon Village Clerk, to Aaron M. Schutte, Ashwaubenon Community Development Director. Number 2, include the following note: approved floodplain permits from the Ashwaubenon Zoning Administrator's Office is required prior to construction, fill, excavation, or grading activity within the flood fringe floodway areas. Number 3, removal of the Ashwaubenon Finance Director from the Certificate of Treasurer. Number 4, payment of any outstanding assessments or utility bills. And number 5, approval by the Brown County Planning Commission. If you have any questions, we're happy to answer them. Otherwise, we have Trevor Thompson of Highland Ridge Properties and Doug Wells McMahon in the audience as well.
I have an easy question. Why does it say total number of lots 3 if there's only 2?
Originally, there were 3 lots proposed. That was since changed to 2 lots that's being proposed tonight.
So that's okay to total lots to 3. That's okay.
That's perfectly fine. Yep, it was an amendment to the CSM. There was an issue with the 3rd lot, didn't have street frontage, had to combine that in to create 2 lots.
Is there any reason for this again, Aaron?
It's to aid in the disposition of the land that was Highland Ridge Golf Course. Okay. So this will help facilitate the sale of Lot 1 to an adjoining property owner.
Okay. Does that include their signature water hole?
I would probably defer to Trevor on that one.
No. I want all my balls back from that water hole.
That'll be on Lot 2 for the time being, and we'll pump her down and get you a bucket full.
Very good.
Is that golf, is that course in operation right now, or is it closed?
It is closed. We were unable to staff it to continue the operation.
Okay, I kept looking for it, and I always see closed. I didn't know if that was really closed or not, so.
Yep.
All right, if there's no other questions, I'll move to approve combining, or no, separating Lot 1 and 2.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the two-lot certified survey map for Highland Ridge Properties LLC as presented in item A. Any other further discussion, questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. 7B, action regarding amending the Aldon Station Planned Unit Development Ordinance for rear yard setbacks for lots 4 through 16. Aaron?
All right, thank you. And I will bring up the Alton Station PUD. So the Alton Station develop,
Can I just stop a minute here,
Yes.
Aaron? So Gary's motion, was it to include with those?
yes, with staff conditions.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, that's, okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right. So the Aldon Station development on the Fox River by the confluence with Ashwaubenon Creek was developed through the use of what's called a planned unit development. Within a planned unit development, we have certain flexibility then to modify or relax some of the standard rules that you have with your zoning and or subdivision requirements, including such things as lot sizes, setbacks, green space areas, so on and so forth. When Aldon Station was first being developed or first conceptualized, the actual details regarding some of those items were, we'll say, a little fuzzy, just because of the development that was going to occur on the property. What we're proposing is to amend the PUD to clean up one of those kind of gray areas involving the rear yard setback for lots 4 through 16 in the Aldon Station subdivision, as highlighted in orange that you see here. The lots are rather shallow, so the request is to reduce that from a standard 25-foot setback to a 10-foot setback that would allow for deck, patio, so on and so forth out the back of those homes. To the rear, or I guess to the north of that property is basically a WPS outlot that houses their line that extends across the Fox River. So that will not be developed because the utilities in that location. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Anybody have any questions?
There won't be any development behind them down the road?
No, that is, WPS has their substation, a gas station right there, not gas station, their gas substation right there, and the line extends to the Fox River and it crosses the river right there.
Got it.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
Okay. I make a motion, we recommend approval of the requested PUD amendment to the planning commission as submitted.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that should read to the village board as submitted instead of planning commission.
That's true.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to recommend approval to amending the Aldon Station Planned Unit Development Ordinance for rear yard setbacks, lot 4 through 16. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 8, items for next agenda, but we also need to change the date for our next meeting, but do we have items for next agenda?
I am not sure at this point.
Okay. Okay. So stay tuned for that, but if we need, well, we have to change it because it's July 4th. Is anybody available on the 5th, which is Wednesday? We don't have court that day, I guess. You probably wouldn't be.
I'm not going to be in town.
No, Gary won't be in town. We'll have to have Terry shoot out some dates to everybody and see when we're available.
Okay.
I think we should change it the following week. People are going to make a long week out of that for vacationing,
Right, right,
because it's in, the 4th is on a Tuesday, so.
right. So the 11th, the only thing we have on the 11th usually is PFC.
Yeah, so right, yep, that'll work.
So, okay, we'll have Terry send out a confirmation on that, on something, some dates that we can all agree on. Okay, so stay tuned for all of that. Now I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second it.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.